Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. You know who it is. It's your favorite bearded duelist, Mr. Omar. I'm coming at you today on this Monday, once again, with some new content. Now, I want to always change it up and bring in new viewers, new views, new selections on content. And I always want to do this subject, which I'm going to bring up to you now. The benefits of playing Yugioh. It's always been a subject that I never touched on, that I always want to bring the viewer and the player base attention. Now, for somebody like myself, I've been playing since 2001. That's been a long time. I've had my highs and lows with the game, but I look at the benefits that I definitely gained by playing this game. On top of that, the friendships that I made, lifelong friendships. So, I want you to come on, take a journey with Mr. Omar. We're going to keep this video under 8 minutes. Let's talk Yugioh, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Yes, so this is what I want to talk about. The benefits of Yugioh. These benefits right here is a great thing. We're going to talk about them. The first benefit, if you're a person that struggles with being a people person, being able to come in the area and not be able to talk to people, need to brush up on your people skills, Yugioh is the game for you. I have started out in 2021 with a starter deck that I seen from the cartoon. And it's funny that I take down this memory road. I was in high school, the Yugioh cartoon just came out. I had two in particular friends that watched the cartoon. So I went to my local Target. I saw the starter deck. It was a starter deck Yugi and a starter deck Kaiba. And that started my journey. Now what I wanted to tell you, when it started the journey, I had my friend Marcus and my friend Angel. We were just young teenage kids just shooting kicks at the mall. And we happened to stumble upon these starter decks. And I have to say, it was a beautiful thing, a lovely thing. We started out playing in the cafeteria of our school. Then after school, we would go to the mall and just chill out. Now I want to bring to your attention, this is one of the main benefits that I seen. Bonds and friendships. I started out just playing a local card game with friends, and it branched off a lifetime of friendship. People come and go, but in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh, you're always going to have that certain niche where people like-minded like myself love to play the game. So it went from, creative friendships to now I'm going to tournaments. On Saturdays, I used to catch 2 buses to go to my local mall where they would go have Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments with a $5 entry fee at Wizards of the Coast. And I really enjoyed it. And my first experience, I had a starter deck Yugi, 3 copies, which at the time was like $9, $10, so we'll say $30. And I had a blast. I mean, one thing I will say, when I learned the concept of the game was the adrenaline rush, the endorphins that are released when you're winning. Also, personal interaction with people. It's like you can engage, you can play the game. Also, you grow in friendships with people. And it's also something, when you win, it's always a great feeling. Or when you have a great match and you just go on a lot of back and forth. That's what I love about the interaction of Yu-Gi-Oh. To so forth and so much that I ended up getting my brother into it. And at the time, I have to say I was 17. My brother was 11 years old. So I'm taking him with me to the mall. We're going to the tournaments. We're having a blast. And then we're going to fast forward. And this story is really amazing. So I'm a young teenage kid born in Detroit, Michigan. I leave. I'm getting ready to go to college. I graduate 03. I moved to Alabama, and I'm in my college campus. I go up there to the library. And what do you hold? While I'm in the library doing some work, I see a gentleman over there playing Yu-Gi-Oh! He's pretty good. Not knowing that this guy will actually be one of my best friends. So much to where I could give him credit. He ended up being the godfather of my son, and when he had his son, I ended up being the godfather of his. So I wanted to give a shout out to my brother, Markeith Harris. This was in 2003. So we start off a friendship of playing Yu-Gi-Oh! In the library. And I have to say, he really, really just, amazed me. I've never lost that many times in duels to where he would beat me nonstop, but I kept coming back because I was determined to win. I was determined to beat him. He had all the right perfect cards, and we're talking about 2003, 2004 meta. When you had the Regeki, you had the Heavy Storm, you had Chaos Emperor Dragon, Blackluster Soldier, Envoy the Beginning. I mean, this was the pinnacle of Yu-Gi-Oh! Before even the ban list. So you really see my expressions and my reactions. I'm having a blast. And that friendship grows. And I'm gonna take you to another step. I'm hanging out with my cousin, college kid, 19. I get my cousin into it. Now, my cousin, he was a novice, and he introduced me to one of his best friends. Now, I knew of this guy, but I didn't know him like that. And due to the game of Yu-Gi-Oh!, we end up having a lifelong friendship. My cousin Craig, and I have to give a shout out to my friend, Timothy Joe. Now, Tim, he was the X Division, Moki, vanilla type player, but he had a great strategy. So we end up having duels over at his house. Mother come, what y'all playing? We playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And I'm best friends with Tim's baby brother, which is Chris. And I'm like, I knew of you in high school, but I didn't know you like that. And due to the game of Yu-Gi-Oh!, I have lifelong friendships that's going to last a lifetime. So when that happened, Timothy and Chris, they have an older brother named Cornelius. Now, Cornelius would sit there and watch us play. At the time, I had a fire deck. My cousin was running Blue Eyes, and he was playing the starter deck Yugi, Dark Magician. We just at the table, three-way with the paper mats, just chilling, just having a good time, just, shooting the breeze. We playing Yu-Gi-Oh! We got our scratch paper because this is before Yu-Gi-Oh! Numeron. So you had to have a scratch paper or a calculator. And we would subtract our life points, which was a fun thing, amazing experience. So to make that long story short, the oldest brother of the bunch, Cornelius, saw us playing Yu-Gi-Oh! At his mother's table. I said, Neil, why are you just looking? Just grab one of my decks. I had a few cookie cutter decks. He grabbed it, started playing. All of a sudden, he beats me the second time he plays. I hear this eerie laugh. And when he laughed, all of a sudden, we gained another player. So we had a 4-man team. On Saturdays, I would get off work at 1 o'clock. We would drive 35 miles to our local car shop. At the time, I was living in Greensboro, Alabama, but I'm driving all the way to Tuscaloosa, which is almost 45 minutes to an hour, to make it to this tournament at 4 o'clock. And we will play from 4 Swiss rounds, 4 in the afternoon to almost probably about 7:30. And the prizes was pretty good. At the time, it was called Crimson Castle Boards and Chess Pieces. I love this card shop. This card shop was amazing. It really picked up. We had a nice Yu-Gi-Oh! Crowd, and we're just having fun. Young teenage kids in college, driving, traveling, having a good time. So what I want to tell you, these are some of the benefits of playing Yu-Gi-Oh! You create bonds with people when you play and you interact. That's what I really love about the game. It's like, if it wasn't for the game, some of these people I never would have met, never would have known they existed. But through to this card game, I built relationships, I built friendships, I built brotherhoods that will last a lifetime. And I can truly say everywhere that I went, I've always run into different walks of life, different races, different kinds of people that wasn't like me. And it was fine because we all had an interest in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! And I just wanted to think about the times and the benefits, especially the evolution. I was a laid back guy, didn't speak much unless you spoke to me. But through the game and the passion and finding out what I really enjoyed, and that was enjoying people. Now, when you played the game of Yu-Gi-Oh, it's always going to be a winner. It's always going to be a loser. And we would play. I mean, we would play nonstop action. I mean, we get off work, we'd be over my grandmother's house on the table, eating chips, drinking sodas, eating chili dogs, playing the game, having a great time. And that's what I really, really enjoyed about the game. Even so much that I taught my sons how to play. And it's like, it's a breath of fresh air to see how one card game kind of branched off different tree branches and different roots to where you're able to bond with people. You're able to have a great conversation. And I can truly say in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh, from my personal experience, it created a safe space. It created an environment where you didn't have to worry about violence. You didn't have to worry about walking outside and you getting stuck up or you getting robbed. I mean, it's a great feeling to know you're in an environment where it's a safe space. Now, it was some cheating. They got a few cars stolen, but didn't nobody lose their life. And that's one of my main benefits that I really enjoy about the game is that your local car shops are a safe space where you can go, you can enjoy yourself, you can play some games. Whether win, lose, or draw, it's an experience. It's a bond that you can have with other players in different walks of life that I really respect about Yu-Gi-Oh! And I definitely want to let people know that this is a passion. This is something I really enjoy. I really enjoy meeting and greeting people. I enjoy different walks of life when it comes to the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Now, I was saying the benefits. The benefits is friendships, long-lasting bonds, and mature and social growth. Through every aspect of Yu-Gi-Oh! That I've played, it's always been a safe environment. And I can truly say I definitely enjoyed that, especially coming up in today's society where you have to really be careful when you step outside your door. But I truly enjoy it. And to fast forward now, we talking about from the year 2020, year 2001, all the way to 2025. I've played this game. I've quit this game, took a break, never touched the deck, sold half my stuff. And because of love and a passion for one archetype, definitely brought me back. And I came back, and I have to say it was 2016, 2017 in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! And I'm going to let you know what brought me back to the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Was the Six Samurais. The Six Samurais brought me my first tournament win at my local game shop, where I won a deck box and a rubber playmat. At the time, I have to say was probably when Synchros was out, and it was the Red Dragon Archfiend. And I have to say, it was definitely a breath of fresh air. It was definitely a nostalgic moment because I would go to these tournaments spending $5 and I would lose. I would get close enough and not win, but the hard work, the dedication, the building of friendships, the countless hours of test playing was definitely worth it. Because I put it like this, at the end of the day, when you make friendships and you make brotherhoods, through networking and talking to different walks of life is always a great thing. And that's why I truly enjoy Yu-Gi-Oh! Sometimes it's not all about winning. It's all about, enjoying yourself, being passionate, being in a safe zone. And I can truly say I enjoyed that safe zone. I mean, even amounts of traveling I've done, I would travel out of state to go to regional tournaments. And an hour, maybe 2 hour drive, get there. I'm tired. I didn't play about, I have to say, probably like from 9 o'clock that night to almost 5:30 that afternoon. Just enjoying it, changing up different rounds, grabbing a bite to eat, trying to qualify for that national tournament. And it was definitely a learning experience and a learning curve. But I have to say, knowing the people, and to this day, I'm friends with a lot of people through this card game that I've never will just say, okay, well, I'm gonna just have a conversation. But that's why I say you can't always judge a book by its cover. You got to be willing to branch out and network. So in this video that I'm showing you the benefits of Yu-Gi-Oh! Is definitely friendships. It's definitely a safe space. It's a passion. You will spend money, but I have to say, strategic in the way you spend the money and get the stuff that you need is a great focus. I have to say that I'm very happy and I definitely enjoy bringing you this kind of content because it's more than just deck profile, combo tutorial, what deck is topping. It's about a personal connection. It's about meeting and greeting. It's about, socializing with people. And I put it like this, it's always a great thing when it's different walks of life that you can come in contact through a single card game. That definitely, I have to say, hey, it brought me my best friend. Uh, it introduced me to a whole world I never would have thought. And like I say, at the end of the day, it's phenomenal. But I want to leave you with this thing about Yu-Gi-Oh! It's all about meeting people. It's all about having a good time. It's all about safe space. And that's what I enjoy. I've been playing this game off and on for years. Do I have any regrets? Never. I was at a point where I sold Yu-Gi-Oh cards to pay my bills at one time, my car note, even my insurance, and I never knocked it. See, when you're passionate about something, it's something that can make you money when the chips are down and you really need something. That's what I like. That's what I enjoy. So with that being said, this is your favorite bearded duelist, Mr. Omar. My video went a little lengthy, but I had to show you the real me, the real passion, and the benefits of playing Yu-Gi-Oh! So anyone that come across, I would definitely enjoy that you leave a comment, you leave a like, share, and you can subscribe to the channel if you like this content. I'll be putting out more and more content for the days and the years and the months to come. So y'all have a wonderful day. Y'all have a great day on this Monday. You know who this is. This is your favorite bearded duelist, Mr. Omar. I'll be hollering at you on the next go round. Peace.